it because we all need a little bit of loving, guys. We all need a little bit of loving. Now, before I go any further, check that ticket bar below. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to Football with Brownie on YouTube. Football with Brownie on Facebook as well, plus my Instagram and my Twitter handles are there too. Okay, it is the 113th derby, or South Wales derby on Sunday, midday kickoff. And yeah, it's the pre-match press conference, or as I like to call it, the Mick McCarthy bullshitting conference. But never mind, we'll go with it. Now, there's some questions in here. There's one question in particular, which I have to applaud the reporter for. There are some questions in which absolute nonsense and embarrassment to the industry of newspapers, really, some of them. Anyway, we'll get on with it. Come on. Okay, first question. 5 defeats, Mick. Are you feeling the pressure? Under pressure to get results? Always, no matter where you are. I get what you're asking. If you think I'm under any pressure, everyone wanting to win a game on Sunday, then no, I'm not feeling that. It's a lot easier when you're winning games, that's for sure. You have to stick together, keep doing what you believe in. At some point, you're going to get a result. Who knows, that may start on Sunday. Okay, so you keep doing what you're doing, man. If, for example, 20 games in, you still haven't got a result, you keep doing what you're doing then. Have you been unlucky? Mick says, no. At Blackburn, we started well, but I didn't see us get opened up like we did. Against Coventry and West Brom, I thought we were really poor in those games, to be honest. Swansea City, Peterborough, and I can list you far more games when I've been playing poorly. Derby, question mark. Mick says, I love derbies. Last year we had no one in it, e.g. no supporters. It'd be a bit different this time. Have you spoken to experienced players about the derby? I've had a few derbies in my life. They're always high profile, and that's what I love about them. If you can win them, they're brilliant. If you lose them, it leaves you pretty low. Even more so the fans. Players and managers come and go, but fans are always there. They love the bragging rights. Now, I've watched this whole interview or press conference on Cardiff City fan TV, or Cardiff City TV, sorry. And I have seen Mick McCarthy full answers. Wales Online are just, they nitpicking part of his answers. Now, what I'm going to say and what my suggestion is, Mick McCarthy knows the fans are really against him. I would say probably about 75-25 now want him out. So some of his answers, especially when it comes to a derby game against Swansea, some of his answers are just basically a clear attempt to get fans back on side. Many fans really didn't like the way Dave Jones treated the South Wales derby. He treated it with utter contempt, really. Just another game. It's not just another game. But Mick McCarthy now is going completely opposite because he knows the fans are against him. Anyway, right. The fans have been vocal. What it's going to take to get them back on side? You know the answer. It's winning games. Playing well against Reading. The crowd are great. Fabulous against Reading. Performances are important, but results are the most important thing. We've not been getting them. Any stick I've been getting after West Brom, Coventry and Blackburn, thoroughly deserved for all of us. Reading was a different ball game. We can produce that performance and we can go and win a game. Hang on. Right? Now, okay, Reading are placed well in the table at the moment. But the quality on that Reading team was far lower than some of the other teams in which we played. You can't compare the Reading performance to some of the other performances. You can't compare, basically because the quality on opposition is far, far lower. How are the players? Yes, we've got everyone fit. Tom Sang is still suffering with his toe, but everyone's okay. Okay, well, Mick, if everyone's okay, you've got no excuses. You've got no excuses rather than pick a proper team. And I don't mean 5 centre-backs across the back line. Kiefer Moore did well for Wales. How important is it for him to continue that form? If you look back how important he has been over the last 2 seasons, it would register with everyone how important he is. I've said important 3 times now. It's tough on him, tough on all of us, really. He certainly looks like he's getting his form back. He scratched his eye against Estonia during the week, but he looks okay. Now, Wales Online actually missed a big part of Mick McCarthy's answer in this question, which was Kiefer Moore was low, felt really down after the transfer window. Why, Wales Online, why didn't you put that part? Because that is a key of Mick McCarthy suggesting that maybe Kiefer Moore was disappointed that Cardiff City didn't accept Wolves' offer on the last day of a transfer window. This is one of the issues I have with these press conferences is no one comes back with a counter question. They just leave him. You know what he says? Okay, you answer that question. Next question. No. How about counter questions? How about secondary questions from the answers in which he's given? Swansea, what are you expecting? They like to have possession off the ball. They keep the ball for fun. Play at the back, trying to open you up. It's important for us to keep compact. We're looking forward to the game. Now, the next question, bear in mind this is a pre-match South Wales Derby press conference. The next question is probably one of the worst questions I've ever heard in a pre-match press conference. Newcastle takeover. Newcastle takeover? This is a South Wales Derby. It's no coincidence. Mick said, and I'm fair play to Mick in giving this answer. What's your opinion? The question is, what's your opinion on Newcastle takeover? Mick says it's no coincidence or interest to me. Fair play, Mick. It's of no interest in anybody else rather than this dickhead of a reporter asking a question. What's it got to do with the South Wales Derby? Mick says I'm sick of hearing about it, to be honest. Not going to add any more fuel to it. Fair play, Mick. You know, even I give you credit for that. The next question, and I know this actually says 112th meeting. How excited are you? Wales Online, it's actually 113th meeting. Check your facts. Mick says, I'm very excited. It's going to be unlucky for someone, I guess. Exactly, because it's 113th meeting. They only end up being great occasions if we get something out of them. What's been your favourite derby? Mick says, I hope Sunday ends up being my favourite, but it would do a lot to top the Celtic Rangers game when we won the cup. If we win on Saturday, it might just do it. Right, this question, I have to applaud Beth is a reporter. Beth, I don't know, apologies, don't know his surname. But she finally asked Mick a question, which is very interesting, actually. We all know the accusations so Bamba's come out in recent weeks and days. Okay, so Bamba believes that his departure could have been dealt better. Mick then says, I was tempted to ring So, but I left it. That story that he wasn't told, well, that's wrong, because I told him. There was some suggestion that there was a coaching role, but there was no coaching role. We have all the coaches in place. In terms of staying on as a player, hence the reason I put him on for the last minute of the game. He knew that he wasn't going to have a contract from me. He's suggesting he hadn't been told by anyone else. He was told to come back for pre-season to keep him fit in order to get a new club. Right. Now, Mick McCarthy is backing up board members here. Okay, Mick McCarthy knows his job is on the line. He wants to keep board members on side. But I tell you something, Mick. I tell you something, Cardiff City board members as well. You love a court case, don't you? Well, I tell you what, if Cardiff City board members of a club think that Sol Bamba is lying, let's be completely honest here, is lying, I tell you, sue him for defamation of character then. Go on, sue him. Let's see where that happens. Because to me, Sol Bamba is a better human being than Mick McCarthy, Mehmet Dowman, Ken Chu. I can list a fucking lot of them. Okay? Now, Mick McCarthy has already been called out many times in some of his press conferences, especially at the beginning. I'm very happy with the squad I got. No one in their right mind was happy with the squad Cardiff City started the season with. No one in their right mind. Now, lo and behold, a few weeks later, he's got the fans on his back. He needs the board on the side. What does he do? He protects certain board members with that answer, in my opinion. Then will anyone at the club reach out to him? He didn't find out on Twitter. I told him he wouldn't be getting a new contract, and there was no coaching role for him. Whatever relationship he has with anyone else at the club, I don't know, but he found out of me. So, Mick, you answered a question about conversations you may not have been part of. The accusation is about conversations which have happened between Sol and certain board members. So I'm taking it you weren't part of those conversations, so why are you answering such a question? Then next question. 5 red cards in 13 games and derbies. With crowds back, how do you stop? How do you get back to disciplinary, really? You can speak about it all you like. Ask them to be calm. Passionate hearts, calm heads. Last time I used that, someone was sent off a minute into the second half. It's difficult. It's a game that creates that feeling inside you. It gets you going and gets you at it. The noise, the atmosphere, and inspires people. I'm hardly one to be saying everyone to be calm, because you actually want that passion, people, and the people be caring, putting in the tackles. You just hope it's not overzealous. Is a ref important, Mick? They're always important. You just hope none of us are affected by the atmosphere, that any of us make mistakes. Being brutal, you're not being told you got to win on Sunday? No, not at all. And don't you feel that either? Not at all. If we lose, it only adds more fuel to the fire. Are you worried about it? Under pressure? If I let that bother me, I couldn't do this job. But we need a result on Sunday. Kiefer Moore could be a big goal for him against Estonia. It could. Centre forwards getting goals in the 6-yard box. That's where the chances drop. I'm sure we'll see him much revealed. Sometimes they're not at their best. A goal changes everything. That's basically all it is. But when I watched that, comment on Cardiff City TV regarding Sol Bamba, and I heard it as well, I just thought, you know what? This is just a blagger who needs to keep certain people on the side to keep his job. Maybe working in recruitment for 20 years, you get that feeling with some people, with some of the answers to questions that are put for them, and to me, that's definitely what happened in that case. Anyway, hasta luego. Have a good day, guys. Roll on Sunday. Take care.